Hey guys, I'm Allie. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you so much for all your feedback I received on my last video. That made me feel really great about it. So I'm hoping today you'll enjoy this one just as much. Okay, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take you guys a little bit more behind the scenes so you guys kind of get a sense of how we compromise on our big decisions on when we're mapping out our garden space. So we're also going to be harvesting some radishes that are ready. These can be grown throughout the season, however we like to grow them just at the beginning and then we'll substitute them out for other vegetables that we like to grow in their space. And then we'll also be harvesting some spring mix lettuce that is always ready, and then transplanting some other vegetables as well. So then I'm going to take you into the backyard where we're going to be going into the vegetable garden and we'll start planting some more hardy vegetables that can start growing already in this early season. And then we'll be putting them in their final place. And then we're going to kind of map out our garden and plan where everything's going to go. Alrighty, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I can't wait to take you on more of us planting in our vegetable garden. Already it looks so beautiful and I can't wait to show you guys how it looks. Alright, let's get growing. Alrighty, just for fun, I have a nice little clip of our new bird buddies that have arrived from down south for the summer. Say hi! Hi! I have my little garden helpers, Dips and Leo, with me. Now let's get started by potting up these veggies and transplant some things around the greenhouse. We have a lot of work to do. My first tip is about this mixed green lettuce. When it starts to grow, trim it at the base regularly to eat it, and make sure to trim off any stems that are starting to grow a flower, or if it's arugula, pick off the prickly stem. That means it's overgrown and it's lost its good flavor. Now we're going to take out some overgrown greenhouse kale and transplant into the veggie garden later on in this video. Okay, now it's time to harvest some radishes. As you can see, we may have over-sprinkled our seeds, and it's pretty clustered, so we're going to have to periodically pick out any that are decent size. So when you're picking radishes, we planted the cylinder ones and like bulb. So you kind of want to look for when they pop out, like these ones here. They're still kind of small, but they're ready. So you want to look for the biggest ones that are popping out, otherwise they're not really ready. Like these ones are definitely ready to go. And there you go. We wrapped up some extra radishes into a bouquet to give away as a gift. So if you want something easy to grow, if you're a first timer like me, radishes. So pretty. Now onto our broccoli. I planted quite a bit, not expecting them to all grow. However, I think they all did. They must have liked our soil and hardening techniques. Let's see what we did with all these little green trees. Babe, we have 25 broccolis. But it grows one broccoli per plant.
Yeah, but you don't have that much space in our garden. 25, broccoli grows big. But you know what? One plant grows like this. When we plant whatever we plant in the garden, we put the seeds, we organize the garden, and you see if it have enough space, you plant all of them.
So, what did we do, you ask? We kept them. Alright, so we're gonna put all of the broccoli into this planter because it's not really good weather yet. So we kind of want them to grow a little bit bigger in a bigger pot, and then we're gonna transplant them into the garden. And then so when you transplant into here, you wanna make sure that at least these 2 leaves are out of the ground showing, so that's kind of the trick. Okay, so now onto our pepper collection. We still have some growing from seeds that are a little bit too small, but we'll keep them in their individual pots, and these might be ready to transplant to the veggie garden late June. So we already bought some, and we're gonna put half into the greenhouse, and we're gonna put the other half out back.
Squeeze it, remove it first, and I'll show you the first one. You have to cut some of this. Yes, there's 2 plants here, so I will separate one.
Easy peasy pepper pleasy. Then quickly, I'm just gonna pot up my bok choy into this container, and I'll leave them in for the rest of the season. I'll just reseed the empty spaces as new spots come available. They don't need too much space to grow, so this one container should be good. They need daily watering and lots of sunlight, so I'll keep them on the side of this greenhouse. Alrighty, on to the fun part. We're ready to start transplanting some veggies into the garden out back. We set up these overpriced trellises I bought from Home Depot last year. They're so fragile and they break so easily when you push them into the ground, but they look so good, so oh well.
Maybe we can put some kale even on the edge.
No. Kale was in fact put into the edge.
Ali is going to take one, I'm going to take one. Take a plant, stick it there.
It'll survive.
I hope so.
They're hardy.
Okay.
We left them out of the ground for a little bit too long, so they started to wilt. But with some water and some time, they bounced back. Okay, so our game plan is to have the row of kale around, kind of like a border. Then we're gonna have the squashes climbing on these 2 fences here. And then this fence will be for the snap green peas. And then right here, we're gonna have 2 little rows of the bushes of the yellow beans. And then from there, we'll decide what we're gonna do. Then we made a little line for where I'll put my carrot and my beet seeds, and we got to it. This is super helpful if you're really trying to maximize your space and you need to visualize where things will grow. Super important if you have a lot of different vegetables growing like us. These are kaleidoscope carrots, so they're coming in different colors, not just orange. So they add like a nice little color to your salads. So I'm gonna just gently cover the seeds with the soil and pat it down, like how we did in the greenhouse with the board, but instead this time I'm just gonna use my hands and I'm gonna press down as hard as I can. I was concerned that with the rain that's gonna be coming possibly later today and tomorrow, I was worried that if the seeds would wash away, but I was informed by the boss that they'll be fine. But yeah, so I'll do a mix of the dark red beet and these, like, they look like little targets. They taste like a little bit lighter than the dark beet. Still have that beety flavor, but just a little bit lighter if you don't like the strong beet flavor. So I'm going to do like a little row mix between the 2 of them. And they grow about this high. So we'll see how that goes. But these beets are really good, and they're so easy to grow too, especially in our climate, so highly recommend if you like beets. Are you gonna help me plant? And there we have it. We have our first round of vegetables planted and they're ready to grow. Next, we'll transplant some more vegetables into the garden, we'll get to work on our new sunflower field, and we'll check out some new flowers that we have grown in the garden. So let's be careful because they kind of are fragile. Yeah, it has to be gentler. Ooh, they're like, oh my god, they're so pretty. I don't know if you can see this, but it has like they're like dark purple with hot pink. It's so cute. And mapping out where we're going to be planting our space. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
No.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for my next video.